Welcome back to the Great Wellness Reset, where we help you reset your health, rebuild your foundations, and remember that wellness, it's the one thing that really matters.
That's right. And today, we're talking about something that most people don't associate with heart health at all. Zinc.
Zinc. Not exactly the headline nutrient when it comes to the heart, right? Usually people think cholesterol, blood pressure, salt, cardio workouts.
Or fish oil. Everyone jumps to omega-3s.
Exactly. But today we're going to zoom out and look at heart health differently. Not from the numbers perspective, not from fear, but from the cellular level.
And this is where it gets interesting. Because your heart doesn't just work by itself. It's not a standalone pump that magically runs on willpower and spinach salads.
It beats over 100,000 times a day.
Which is insane when you really think about it.
Right? More than 100,000 beats every single day. No breaks, no weekends off, no, I'm tired today. And every one of those beats depends on tiny cellular processes happening behind the scenes.
And that's where zinc comes in. Zinc supports the enzymes, the repair processes, and the signaling systems that keep those heart cells functioning normally.
So instead of thinking, what lowers this number? Maybe we start asking, what helps my heart cells stay strong?
Exactly. Because if your cells are healthy, your tissues are healthier. If your tissues are healthier, your organs function better. And the heart is really just a collection of highly specialized muscle cells that need energy and repair constantly.
And here's something most people don't realize. Your blood vessels are constantly under stress. Every time your heart pumps, your vessels expand and contract. That lining inside your vessels, called the endothelium, is active tissue.
It's not just tubing.
Nope. It regulates blood flow. It communicates with immune cells. It responds to stress. And zinc helps support normal endothelial function at the cellular level.
And this is important because circulation isn't just about pressure. It's about communication. Your vessels need to respond appropriately to movement, stress, exercise, even temperature changes.
And that communication relies on signaling pathways. Many of those pathways depend on enzymes. And zinc is involved in activating hundreds of enzymes in the body.
Hundreds, which is wild.
So when zinc intake is low, the body prioritizes survival functions, immediate needs. It's not thinking long-term vascular repair. It's thinking, how do I keep this person alive today?
Which means long-term systems, like steady vascular maintenance, can quietly become under-supported.
And it's not dramatic. You don't feel a siren go off.
No flashing red lights.
It's subtle. Maybe slower recovery, maybe lower energy, maybe just not feeling as resilient.
And that word, resilient, is really key here.
Yes, because we also have to talk about inflammation. Not the scary version, the chronic, low-grade kind that builds slowly over time.
Inflammation itself isn't bad. It's protective. But when it's constantly elevated, it creates stress on the cardiovascular system.
Zinc helps regulate the body's normal inflammatory response. It supports balance, not extremes.
And that's why consistency matters. Zinc isn't something that works best when you take it randomly once in a while.
It's daily support. Think foundation, not emergency fix.
And I love that we're talking about this because this is the time of year when motivation dips a little.
It's true. The New Year energy is high. Yet the energy tends to slide as the year goes on.
We're at the tail end of winter. Sunlight has been lower for months. Immune stress may still be elevated. Sleep might not be perfect. And this is when consistency starts slipping.
Which makes it the perfect time to reinforce the basics.
Because heart health isn't seasonal. It's daily.
And here's something I think people overlook. Zinc also supports antioxidant processes in the body. That means it helps protect cells from oxidative stress.
Which matters for heart tissue and blood vessel cells over time.
We're going to take a short break to hear from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll dive deeper into today's conversation.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you're looking to support your heart at the cellular level, consider adding Wellness One Liquid Zinc to your daily routine. Zinc helps support normal inflammation balance, immune function, and the cellular processes your heart depends on every single day. You can find Wellness One Liquid Zinc at procell.com/wellness1 or on amazon.com. Just search Wellness One Zinc.
And we're back. So before the break, we were talking about how heart health really begins at the cellular level, not just with cholesterol numbers or blood pressure readings, but with the tiny processes happening inside your blood vessels and heart muscle every single day.
Yeah, let's pick that back up, because I think this idea of cellular repair is where people really start to see the bigger picture.
Consistency is easier when something fits into your daily routine.
Liquid forms of minerals can make that simpler for some people. Easier to take, often easier on digestion, and it becomes a small habit instead of a chore.
And when you pair zinc with other foundational supports, magnesium for muscle relaxation, balanced mineral intake for hydration, overall systemic support, you're strengthening the systems your heart relies on. The heart doesn't operate alone. It depends on muscle function, immune balance, hydration, cellular repair, all of it.
So instead of approaching heart health with fear, like, what number am I trying to avoid? We can approach it with reinforcement.
What supports my cells? What supports repair? What supports balanced inflammation?
Because your heart will beat over 35 million times this year alone.
35 million. That's a lot of trust your body places in those tiny cells.
And supporting those cells daily is one of the most powerful things you can do.
So maybe heart health doesn't start with restriction.
Maybe it starts with strengthening foundations.
And sometimes that foundation includes zinc, quietly doing its job in the background.
We hope this episode helped you think about heart health in a new way. Not just numbers, but cellular resilience.
If this conversation gave you a new perspective, share it with someone who might need it.
Send it to a friend, a family member, someone who's been focused only on the surface numbers.
And don't forget to follow the show so you don't miss future episodes. We're here to help you build strong foundations that last.
Because wellness isn't about quick fixes.
It's about daily intention.
And at the Great Wellness Reset, wellness is the one thing that really matters.
We'll see you next time.